Hello everyone, it's your guy, the Urban Window Farmer. Today's episode is going to be a little different. My channel is mostly focused on gardening in an urban setting. But this week's episode, I'm visiting my parents and I decided to give them a Martian Tower Garden. So I set it up on their back patio. I chose the very corner of the patio that has the best light. In their backyard, they do have some pretty tall trees that kind of shade the backyard. But I think this area of the back patio has good enough light to grow some vegetables. I started this tower with seeds. I didn't have any plants that were already germinated. So I just put the seeds in the pods and basically waited for the seeds just to sprout. And when you do it this way, you're not going to get 100% germination all the time. You'll have some pods that you'll end up having to toss out because nothing sprouted. But I would say the majority of them I was able to sprout from seed. I've noticed that the plants that have like larger seed, like beans and some peppers, those plants are a little bit harder to sprout in the tower. But as you can see here, this is the result after a few weeks. So have a look at the results, and what I'm going to do next is just give you guys a tour of the vegetables that I'm growing in this Martian Tower Garden. So starting from the top, of course we have a cherry tomato plant. We have a jalapeno plant here. We have this is a beefsteak tomato plant. You see there's two that sprouted, so I'll have to wean that out. We have some lettuce. I bought a seed packet that had several different varieties of lettuce. So if you can see, like, you know, this variety and other varieties, this purple variety. So I don't actually have the names. It was just like a mixed salad green pack. There's another. And then down there is a cilantro. Cilantro, the seeds take a long time to sprout. That's why the plant looks so small in relative to the other plants. And we have another lettuce plant here. And then down at the bottom, I tried to do mostly different varieties of cucumber towards the bottom, because those plants tend to like to snake out a little bit. And you can see here is another lettuce variety. And then have a look at this huge tomato plant. So this section of the tower, I would say, gets the most light. So you can see it's extremely, it's doing pretty well. In my parents' tower garden, they're using mostly liquid nutrients. I think it's giving them pretty good results. Look at this red lettuce right here. Very good coloration on that. And this, some kind of herb. I know we planted rosemary and then thyme. I think that might be rosemary. This is green basil. And towards the bottom here, we have some more of that. I think it's rosemary. And we have a few tomato plants here that need to be weaned out. Bottom. Okay, and here I think this is dill. We have some more tomato plants. You can see there's like 4 there. So put 4 seeds in, they all sprouted. So we're gonna have to wean that out as well. Have some chives there in that little space. And then we have some peppers, more jalapeno peppers again. And at the top, I think this is arugula. And another pepper plant. You can see there. We have some more lettuce, mixed lettuce variety, some kind of red leaf variety, and some more tomato plants. This one is a yellow pear tomato. Some more lettuce here. They're going to have a lot of lettuce to eat, so I need to convince my parents to start eating it. And some more cucumber plants towards the bottom of the tower. So one more cup full of rosemary. And this is a black Prince tomato plant. And another small tomato plant that I weaned out and put in a different cup by itself. And this is another huge tomato plant. This is again a Black Prince tomato. So as we move to this left side of the tower, you'll notice that the plants are a bit smaller. There's less light because of their backyard has very tall trees, and it kind of shades the backyard. So on the very right of the tower, the sunlight can come in from the west, and on the other side, it's a little bit more shaded. So I tried to put more lettuce varieties in the back of the tower. But as we go on, see at the very top here where it gets good light, so there's a pepper plant, another jalapeno pepper plant. Have more lettuce. Have more dill. Looks like there's 2 plants in there. And you'll notice some more tomatoes. They like to eat tomatoes, so there's a lot of tomato plants in here. So I just wanted them to have an abundance of what they like to eat. Here's some more chives. And you'll see there's another cucumber plant right there. Another lettuce plant. Another 2 tomato plants, which is another cherry tomato. This one's another cherry tomato, and there's some lettuce at the top there. This is a purple Cherokee tomato. And moving around, I have another cucumber plant. This one's a little bit high. I'll probably move it down the tower a little bit. And if you see here, there's 4 different tomato plants in 1 cup, which won't work, so I'll have to wean that out. Then you have a couple cups here that didn't sprout, so I put some beans in there, so I'm going to see what those do. That's all for this week. I just wanted to give you guys an update on the Martian Tower Garden that I set up for my parents. If you do like this kind of content, please do subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and happy gardening.